Psalm 40. This is so cool. I waited patiently for the Lord. Now that sounds like he's not pursuing. We'll talk about that in my conclusion. And he inclined to me and heard my cry. There it is. He is pursuing. He drew me up from the pit of destruction, out of the miry bog, or miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, making my steps secure. He put a new song in my mouth, a song of praise to our God. Many will see and fear and put their trust in the Lord. It's the concept of hitting rock bottom. Have you ever heard, well, they just got to hit rock bottom? In a spiritual sense, rock bottom is hitting God. That once you've fallen through, you remember the story of Pilgrim's Progress? Has anybody actually read that? Raise your hand if you've read it. It's a story of Christian. It's an allegory written by Bunyan 400 years ago. Christian is walking through life, and there's many people, and he uses great names like despair as a name of a person. One of the names is hopeful. So he's walking with hopeful. Christian and hopeful are walking, and they fall into either a pit or quicksand or whatever, and they're struggling to get out of it. And hopeful yells these words across the bog or across this thing that they've fallen into, and he says, "Be of good cheer." It's kind of written in, Middle English. So, "Be of good cheer, my friend. I have reached the bottom, and it is secure." It is so cool. He's touched bottom. He's hit rock bottom, and it is secure. It's a beautiful picture of that. He has the security of knowing through all the troubles, Christ is at the bottom. He's got it. There's a story of a man who you don't know his name, but you know his work. A guy named Bob Pierce. Bob Pierce came out of World War II, and he's passed on, but he started two of the largest Christian organizations in the world. He started World Vision, and he started Samaritan's Purse. Third largest, one of the largest, Food for the Poor, our partner that we are with in Jamaica and Haiti and different places. But World Vision and Samaritan's Purse, that's now run by Franklin Graham. He founded both of them. Bob Pierce's daughter left the faith and left the family. It was interesting, left everything. And this is what Bob Pierce did when she left. He built a wall. He resented it, he got upset about it, all these things, and he built a wall between he and his daughter. Now, his daughter was long gone, never saw her. One day, when she was out of college, she called him and said, "Dad, I want to come home." And he said, "I'm not going to see you." He had built a wall. She had offended him, she had hurt him. All the things. You've been there. Some of you have been there. You don't know whether to respond, how to respond, right? He builds a wall. She attempts suicide, which is, in my view, an attempt for attention to say, "Drop the wall, Dad." And he doesn't see her. This is Bob Pierce, the founder of World Vision and Samaritan's Purse. So I'm not judging the man. I'm just telling you the facts that are in a bunch of books. He keeps the wall up. Within a year, she took her own life, died. The wall came down. He ended up in a psychiatric hospital for a year. It's kind of late for the wall to come down. You see the pursuit or the lack of pursuit? God pursues us. Second part of that is we as Christians, we as fathers and mothers, we as sisters and brothers, we as friends also need to be pursuers.